Animals brighten our lives. Grateful Rescue TV. A look at the great things happening at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary in Muncie, Indiana. Pamela Terhune shares the stories of people working to save dogs and cats. Grateful Rescue TV.
We are here getting some food from Saturn. Gonna have it for our foster homes.
Donating a lot of food by the palatable. Ashley, tell us all about this.
We absolutely love when we get a group of people from work that can help and support and lend a hand to make sure that we get everybody loaded, get everybody sent with the food that we want to send home with everybody. It's a huge help to have our employees here as representative of Saturn.
It really helps our rescue to save money on the food itself and then go ahead and spend it on medical bills. So that really does help take the place of a lot of our bottom line.
This is Ernie. He is a Kentuckiana Pug foster failure from 2020. KPR stands for Kentuckiana Pug Rescue. We pull them from shelters, owner surrenders, typically with huge medical needs, and get them healthy and get them new homes.
Grateful Rescue is amazing, and the ladies here and there's probably a guy or two. Everyone's so helpful and nice. I really appreciate it.
I'm Bob Bosler. I'm the secretary of the board of directors for Grateful Rescue. I've been on the board for about a year. I always like to remind people to think about big dogs. I know little ones are, popular, but our dog weighs about 75 pounds now, and Molly, and she's just the delight of our life. Big dogs are no more trouble than little dogs. So go for it.
I want to thank you all for helping Saturn, and you're going to feed a lot of animals in need and take a lot of that burden off people who sometimes can't even afford to feed themselves.
I currently race in the Arc and Menard Series. We're full-time in the Arc and Menard Series East. So we're currently 4th in the championship right now and 5th, and so we're trying to keep it up.
It's humbling as a mother to see that he will use the platform that he has for good charitable causes like Grateful Rescue and pet causes.
Saturn Pet Care is located in Terre Haute, Indiana, and the company became in 2019. We started production in 2021, so we're 3 years out from that. We're very, very fortunate.
I'm Pamela Terhune.
I'm Patty Spittler. This is Harry. Harry I got from the Grateful Rescue too. Harry's a good boy. And who have you got there?
And this is Reese. She's a representative for Grateful Rescue, one of our ambassadors. And we got her at the Indianapolis Animal Care Services.
Oh, she's a great
She's a
mascot.
good girl.
Oh, good
A little
girl.
pocket pity.
And today we're saluting canines with the police department, right?
Yes, and we get the support of the canine units out in the Delaware County area that honors us at our fundraisers and give us lots of supports. And we're going to talk to 4 police and their canine companions.
All right, let's take a look.
Out here.
My name's Josh Maxwell. I'm with the Delaware County Sheriff's Office. I've been a canine handler for just about a year now. This is my second canine. My partner Robbie here. His actual name is Robbie, but I call him Robbie for short. He can distinguish between when it's time for work and when it's time for home time. I actually take him home with me. He's with my son sometimes. He's actually I describe him as a big teddy bear when he's not at work.
The easiest way I can describe a Belgian Malinois is a German Shepherd on steroids. Their drive is so much higher than any other normal dog. That's why a lot of people will get Belgian Malinois not understanding the type of dog that they have. They have to work, they have to be played with. That's his ultimate reward, is getting a tennis ball. Kids, he's phenomenal. I've done multiple canine demos through different schools throughout the city. When he goes to retire, he will live the lazy retirement life at home with me and be spoiled rotten when it gets to that point.
Jerry Lee is what we call a dual purpose canine. He is trained and certified in narcotics such as methamphetamine, heroin, cocaine, and marijuana. He's also trained to track and apprehend. We use him on felony, serious crimes such as armed robberies, breaking and entering. Maybe a suspect has fled the scene and we need to try to locate them. Maybe they fled on foot.
My name is Andrew Story. I'm a deputy marshal with the Eaton Police Department, and this is Canine Bane. Bane is a 2.5-year-old Belgian Malinois. Bane's a little more social than some other canines. He's very loving. He's very protective. He knows when it's time to work and when it's time to be at home. There's a little bit different personality to him. We're going to go out there and we're going to go fetch some tennis balls. Tennis balls are numbered from people who's donated money and bought the tennis balls. It's a great cause. There's a lot of homeless pets, a lot of pets that need a better life or just need a little bit of love. And so somebody can feel the love that I felt with this animal. This is probably the closest dog I've ever had in my life, and when they say, you know, nothing can match it, I believe it. There's a bond between me and him that I can't. There's no words to describe, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm Pamela Terhune, and this is Diesel, and we have a very special story coming up from Diesel with Amanda Oliver from Headed Home in the Heartland, and she is the one who masterminded Diesel getting to us. You'll hear his story coming up on Grateful Rescue TV.
Tell us more about this amazing organization that I just love.
Thank you. So Headed Home in the Heartland is a grassroots effort here in the Boot Hill of Missouri where we're located. And our main areas of concentration are on a couple of the pounds, the rural dog pounds that are here in our area that are underfunded and are forced to euthanize for space if we cannot find rescues to find them. So we try to assist with vetting, feeding the dogs, offering enrichment opportunities. We pay for health certificates and training if that's what it takes to find the dogs the best possible placement to help them find their way out of here and into a forever home.
You saved so many lives, and that brings me to the subject of Diesel.
Yes.
Diesel was a very special one to your heart, and we must share the same heart, because when I was looking at this post you put out for help, he captured my heart. So tell us about Diesel.
So Diesel actually was rescued by a woman named Julie, who is an independent rescuer here in the Boot Hill. She's been devoting her entire life pretty much to rescuing animals that no one else wants. And she got a call about a woman who had decided to stop feeding her dogs. And when Julie got there to assess the situation, most of the dogs were chained in the yard and they were already in the process of starvation because she had in fact stopped feeding them. Diesel was one of 10 dogs and a bird from this very small trailer who Julie saved. And he actually was the last of the group who was accepted into a rescue. And when you tagged him and took him, he had been waiting at Julie's for an entire year. So really, this was his Hail Mary. Grateful Rescue was his Hail Mary. You guys totally saved his life. And we're so appreciative of that, because Diesel is a dog who is very special. He's had a very, very traumatic life, but you would never know it because he's just so full of love and acceptance for everyone.
And I'll never forget your post. It was very striking when you said, if this dog loses his life, the world's losing a very amazing dog. And you are right, Amanda. He's perfect. Are there still some dogs that are left?
There are.
And
there
how
are
many?
Still 11 dogs there that we do still need to find rescue for. Various breeds, various sizes and colors. We've got almost something for everybody down here, really. All of the dogs that are at Julie's that still need rescue are fully vetted. Some of them have sponsorships that's going to come out with them. And they are all very adoptable dogs. They're good with people. They're good with other dogs. They're just solid, wonderful, social dogs who just need somebody to give them that chance at a life.
Oh, well, and when is your cutoff date that they need to have homes by?
August the 12th is our final day that we will be able to move them out.
And how do they get a hold of, we're gonna slide all the ones that are available in this program. And so how do people get a hold of them if they see a dog they want?
Okay, so we do have a website. It's www.hhith.org. That's Headed Home in the Heartland, the abbreviations. You can send us a message directly through there, through the website, or you can find us on Facebook. We do have a Headed Home in the Heartland Facebook page.
And I can't thank you enough for all you do. You've saved so many lives. You're very special, Missing.
Well, that's more the group than it is me, because we are grassroots, and really it is our members who started the organization and are the biggest supporters that we have, and our motivation to keep going. They inspire us daily.
Well, it's very rewarding, and we can't thank you enough, Amanda. And if you want to reach out, look up Amanda and Headed for the Home. Headed Home in the Heartland.
Yes, ma'am. It's a mouthful. Yes.
Oh, just a wonderful, wonderful organization. Thank you, Amanda, so much.
Thank you so much.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Let's let Sam know about something even more urgent than his morning coffee.
Hey Sam, did you know it's kitten season? Right now, thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them the chance to grow up and find families of their very own. What's in it for you? You'll get to start your day with a smile, and your social posts will be way cuter too. Save some tiny lives today. Visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate. Well, as we all know, it's easier to get a dog adopted if he's nice and clean, right?
Yes. So let's look at the winners of the Dirty Dog Contest.
Despite working as hard as they possibly can, shelters often can't keep up with grooming needs due to a lack of resources. That means many adoptable dogs are often overlooked just because of their appearance. That is why WAL, Greater Good Charities, and the Animal Rescue Site have teamed up for the 13th annual Dirty Dogs Contest. They donated the grooming supplies, the shelters shared makeovers, pictures, and the public voted for their favorites. And the winners for the 2024 Dirty Dogs Contest are...
Third place is Pete, $2,000 to Apollo Support and Rescue. Second place is Maddie, $3,000 to Williamson County Animal Center. First place is Giuseppe, $10,000 to Espanola Humane.
To learn more about these winning dogs and see more shelter dog makeovers, please visit dirtydogscontest.com. A huge thank you to all of you, especially to WAL, Greater Good Charities, the Animal Rescue Site, and to everyone who voted. Thank you deeply.
We're at the Good Old Dogs Grooming, and they're one of our special groomers who always call us whenever we get a dog in that might be really matted and in bad shape. They immediately stepped up and said, we'll take care of your dogs. They won't even take a tip. They come and groom our dogs for free and as a service to Grateful Rescue. So we appreciate them so much. Well, they're very good with dogs, and they're very gentle. So what they can expect when they come is loving hands to hold their dog.
William, a seasoned photographer, used his finesse to get these great snaps.
I've been a photographer for going on 20 years, and it just kind of made sense. I know back in my previous days, we've had different things that I've worked several places, and we'll have different events where people come in and get their picture taken with a NASCAR or something like that. And I was like, well, dogs just got their fur trimmed and their nails clipped. Let's take pictures of them when they're at their best state.
You're probably wondering how to get your pups photos as good as these. Well, William has a little bit of advice.
It really starts at home, and that really starts with good training. If a dog is treat motivated, that makes it really easy to get good pictures of them. The best way is to just get them calm, set down, nice and calm in one spot, and then get them to get their attention focused elsewhere. And then the very best number one thing is to have a really good crew to help you do it. I couldn't get the pictures that I take without Ashley and Zach, because they do all the stuff with the dogs. They keep the dogs still. They get behind me and will actually, hey, squeak the toy or squeak the little pig and make the noises. And that's what gives us the opportunity to get those good pictures of the dog looking right at the camera.
We use grooming as our business, yes, but it's also, we want to do it to help dogs. I've been in the grooming industry for over 20 years. My husband, Zach, he started working with me about 5 years ago. We decided to open up our own salon so we can keep doing and do more of what we want to do. And we opened full-time here in August. Good Old Dogs, we named it that because with our initials, it is God. It keeps God in everything we do. So, and that's what we want to do. And God says to help those who need help. And so that's what we're trying to do.
Well, I appreciate Good Old Dogs because I think that whenever they have a mission to give to the community, I hope that everybody will support them, and I know we always will, and bring their animals here and maybe give them a little more business. Go to Good Old Dogs.
For Grateful Rescue TV, I'm Adam Byers-Dunn.
Oakley and Winnie were happy to see me when I visited their forever home. These are two very special dogs, both deaf and blind. You'll remember Grateful Rescue saved the pair, along with 5 siblings and their father, from an Amish puppy mill. It's a place where pets are treated like livestock and live a dreadful life of nonstop breeding. Thanks to the team at Grateful Rescue, Oakley and Winnie were saved and matched with 2 very special young ladies. So Sydney, it was about 1.5 years ago when you come in our home and took the girls. Tell us about Diamond and Lily, now Oakley and Winnie. How's the transition been?
It's been good. They've been doing better than when they first got them. They're way better now and comfortable.
Yeah. And what are the challenges in raising the deaf and blind puppies? I know you've moved a couple times. Did it take a while for them to get accustomed to their new place?
Well, once the furniture was up, it only would take them a few days, and they'd run around and figure out where everything was, and then they did pretty good. The stairs only took them a few days, a week. They did good with going up the stairs. Down the stairs was what was harder for them.
And we're here in Sydney's beautiful bedroom, and she's going to show us the tuck-in routine.
So we're going to take her to her bed, and then we have to lay her pillows down. I don't know for sure that she's going to do it because it's not like time. You have to cover her up because she can't be cold. And then usually she'll lay like that and like fall asleep. It was mine. One night I just randomly did it. When she was like falling asleep on me on the couch, I randomly just took her to my room and like laid her down like that, and then I've done it ever since. Oakley has separation anxiety from me, so she doesn't go to bed until I lay down, and once I lay down, she'll get up and go under the blanket next to me. But if I leave her in the room alone, like at night or during the day, she'll paw at the door and she'll whine and cry. I think people should help Grateful Rescue because it's for a really good cause and it's fun and all the dogs are super sweet.
For Mom and Dad, adopting special needs dogs has been a positive experience, teaching the kids lifelong lessons in animal care.
A lot of people, when we tell them about them, their first reaction is to feel bad because they think that they're just sad or they aren't as happy as other dogs or don't get to do as much, but they go everywhere we go, they do everything we do, they go to Michigan with us, they go outside and they're pretty happy.
It's like heartwarming to see these girls with these two dogs because they love these dogs more than anything. I mean, sometimes it's a challenge. I mean, sometimes like all the dogs get hyped up at once but I wouldn't trade any of these dogs for anything in the world.
You can help Grateful Rescue save more special needs dogs from puppy mills by making a donation today at gratefulrescue.org.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Let's let Sam know about something even more urgent than his morning coffee. Hey Sam, did you know it's kitten season? Right now, thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them the chance to grow up and find families of their very own. What's in it for you? You'll get to start your day with a smile, and your social posts will be way cuter too. Save some tiny lives today. Visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
Molly the sheepdog once had a life of strife in a puppy mill, but now lives the life of luxury on Meridian Street in Indianapolis. The Boslers were looking for another pup and took Molly in.
We lost another dog in January and decided to give it a few months to grieve, which happens every time we lose an animal. And 2 minutes later, Barbara was looking for some online, and she found, and I said, okay, well, it'd be a small one, it has to be a small one. And next thing I knew, Molly was at our door. And Barbara portrayed it as a meet and greet.
Yeah, I spoke to Barb on the phone a couple times, and she had such a soft, kind voice. I knew she had the personality that Angel, now Molly, needed. And when we met, it was almost a perfect fit.
She showed up with the dog, the door, and a bag. And she asked to put the bag in the den. We didn't know what the bag was until we all met Molly, and then Pam said, well, I better get going. And the bag is Molly's things. They're in the den.
She seemed comfortable here. She liked their dog. And she was so, at our home, she was so frantic, pacing back and forth.
And she was pretty chill. She was pretty accepting. The problem with Molly became in the first 3 days that Molly didn't know where her body was in space, and so she would just kind of almost knock us over. She didn't jump or anything. She would just bump us, and going up and down the stairs, and we thought, oh God, this is not going to work, you know. And she was also, the first 3 days, they kind of lose their house training a little, and then we put her in the car and she threw up. I mean, it was just like, and then I called Pam. I said, we're drowning here. What can we do?
I immediately told Barb, we need Nathan, the Indie Dog Whisperer, because Nathan constantly amazes me.
So a lot of times with fearful dogs, there's some typical kind of stereotypical myths involved, like if we just say, baby, you're good, you're safe. If we say things in that way, that will help them understand, but it never works that way, right? The dog actually stays more fearful. And the reason is, and I tried to help them understand this, and I think they did come to understand this, is from a dog's point of view, for a fearful dog to hear that tone means now I, as a fearful dog, have a parenting job, because these humans sound like something's off, something's wrong. So now I get double watchful. Now I get double concerned. So the issue is the humans have to learn to exhibit the energy that lets the dog know everything's copacetic, man. We got it. Things are taken care of. You can begin to enjoy your life. And they took that up. You know, they said within a half hour, within a half hour, they were doing it.
Now with the knowledge in place, the Boslers and Molly have made themselves right at home. She is so comfortable that she and her housemate Daisy get into some daily hijinks.
She's a riot. She's really funny. She and Daisy run up and down the stairs, and they love these French doors that look out on Meridian, and they'll lie there and just kind of comment on the passing people. You know, some they bark at, some they let go, but that's kind of, and she really enjoys that because she's within the safety of the house.
We started out by keeping both dogs in the kitchen, where we have cats as well when we would leave, because you never knew what a new dog was going to do out in the house. And we came home one day from about an hour out, and the dogs greeted us at the front door. And each accused each other of having left the door open to the kitchen. And we went out the next day, and it was about 20 minutes, and the dogs greeted us at the front door. And we had both checked to make sure the doors were closed. And so I set up my video camera on my phone, propped it against some books, and focused on the door, and watched the whole thing. And it took an hour and 10 minutes before she finally came up, looked around, and you'll see the video, I think. And just she uses her big paws to turn the knob, and here's it unlatch and just pushes it open, and you'll see her run out. Then you see Daisy run out after her. And on a bad day, the cats are out there too. It's like one flew over the cuckoo's nest or something like that.
Molly went from rags to living her best life on Meridian Street. For Grateful Rescue TV, I'm Adam Byers-Dunn.
And we thank you for joining us. Harry had a good time watching all the stories. And Reese, oh, kisses. Thank you. She's such a great pit bull.
Oh, thank you. You're a good girl. And you're a good boy, Harry.
Uh-oh, kisses everywhere. We'll see you next time on the Grateful Rescue TV show.